What's up, y'all? It's Nelson Butler here, and I'm about to give y'all a movie review of Toy Story 4. Now, this video will contain a spoiler, but I'm gonna let you know before I tell you. So you're perfectly safe to watch this first part of the review with no spoilers, if that's what you want. Okay, so I can't believe that Pixar was bold enough to even make a Toy Story 4. It's very hard for a movie series to have 3 really good adaptations, especially when Toy Story 3 ended so goddamn perfect. But the producers say, you know what, that ain't good enough. Fuck it, let's add a 4th one. I ain't gonna lie, I came up to the movie theater thinking that it was about to be trash for real. You know how they be releasing those movies just for the title? They know that we all gonna spend our money to go see it. I thought it was gonna be like that, with a very rushed storyline and poor character development. But Toy Story 4 was actually a pretty dope movie, I ain't gonna lie. It was enjoyable to watch, it was funny, it got sad at some points, and it had a good backstory with the characters, and everything in it was actually done pretty well and was well thought out. Now, they did feature a lot of new characters, but all of them was pretty funny and they were all interesting. And even though Bo isn't technically a new character, she's still new to us. I mean, you got a whole new voice actor with a whole new personality. She's much more confident, much more daring, exciting, brave, tough. Yeah, they kind of made her basically another Jessie, but without the accent. I mean, she's a likable character, but you could tell they kind of pushed her to make her a little bit too likable, if you know what I mean. I mean, I know old Bo was a little bit, kind of off to the sidelines. Not really a big role in the movie. So I guess they had to make her a little bit more interesting, but instead it's just a complete transition from the original Bo that we know. Now, I was skeptical about that new character Forky, but he was actually the best asset to the movie. I mean, he's over here trying to figure out why he's alive, but he's so abnormal and different from everything else, so everything he does is just hilarious. Even the villain had a great character development with an understandable motive, but then her little puppet henchman, that's gonna traumatize your kids a little bit, so be prepared, that's all I gotta say. Now, we know that Toy Story and even just Pixar in general will always hit you with them emotions, man. So I was really curious on how they was going to be able to top the emotional roller coaster of Toy Story 3 and the farewell to Andy. I'm about to say a spoiler, okay? So if you don't want to hear it, go ahead and get out of here. But give me that like first, all right? Then you can leave. All right, so basically they killed off Woody. No, they didn't, but they did end up saying farewell to Woody. He has decided to go his separate ways with Bo and his new set of friends that we just met. So his farewell was a good way to end Toy Story. I don't dislike the idea with him leaving. However, his farewell wasn't as impactful as it could have been, or at least how it should have been. The only reason why I say this is because Woody is separated from his friends almost nearly in the beginning of the movie, and he's instead accompanied with a whole new cast. And although the characters are enjoyable to watch, they are still not the same characters that we've been watching since the beginning of Toy Story. I mean, like in the last one, they almost accepted the fate that they was about to burn to death, but it was cool because, they were all together. And so when he says goodbye to his friends at the end, it was kind of watered down because he didn't have his last adventure with them like he should have. His friends show up, but it's not really a very dramatic farewell, kind of like how the farewell between Andy and his toys. There was no feeling of, this is the last time we're together, this is us saying goodbye after all these years, not even no flashbacks or anything. So that part could have been better. But despite that, Toy Story has done it again and have made a really great movie. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 have all been legit, but I still can't determine which one's at my actual favorite one. But I will say that Toy Story 4 is not on that same level. Don't get me wrong, it's a great installment to the series, but to me, it doesn't compete with Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. It's still a good way to end the series, though. I mean, who knows? They might even push it and try to make a Toy Story 5, and it might actually be good. Now, if I was to give my own rating to this movie, I would give it a 9 out of 10. And let me know in the comments what you thought about their decisions to let Woody go.
You think you can take care of him for me?
Apparently not. And about the whole movie in general. Before you go, make sure you hit that like button. And if you enjoyed my review, please hit that subscribe button. There's a lot of hot movies coming out this year, and I plan to review them all. So come to me before you go to them. Peace out, y'all.